I know a lot of you are into NoFap. You guys are into self-improvement and you want to learn how to reclaim your masculinity and how to get more testosterone. And I know you've seen the NoFap videos. I know you've seen the semen retention videos. But I'm here today to give you the best toolkit that you can use that I have not seen YouTubers or influencers or anyone really talk about in this video today. So if you're ready for that, let's get into it. Stop fapping and regain your masculinity. But first, why should I stop fapping? Well, look at all these benefits, bro. I'm not gonna sit here and read all this shit out to you because honestly it's a lot. But it comes down to increasing testosterone, better athletic performance, at least not having sexual activity 2 hours before increases your athletic performance, and then other reported benefits. All those benefits basically come down to a dopamine detox state. You'd be happier, more motivation, less stress, less anxiety, more energy, more concentration, etc., etc. The benefits go on. All right, but ultimately it comes down to you becoming Giga Chad right there, or as Hamza would say, Adonis. But I still want to have sex. You still want to have sex. It's alright, bro. I don't expect you to be an Eastern Orthodox monk who doesn't even look at women, who is so celibate he doesn't even know what a woman is. Alright, now obviously he knows what a woman is, but he doesn't have sex. He literally, most of them don't even look at women. I don't expect you to be like that, bro. But what I do expect is for you to know the difference between semen retention and NoFap, because most YouTubers don't really talk about the difference, but there is a huge difference, bro. So semen retention versus NoFap, what's the difference? Semen retention, this is where most of those scientific benefits from a couple slides ago comes from. And this is also the portion of those benefits that I said is dopamine detox. Semen retention gives you the dopamine detox benefits. Because think about it. Fapping, right? What gives you the dopamine? Not the action of fapping, bro. You don't like just ripping on some meat sticks, okay? That doesn't get you the dopamine. What gets you the dopamine is the end result, if you get what I'm saying here, okay? But NoFap, like I said right here, is a part of control. It is the first step, the stepping stone to semen retention. How exactly do you start semen retention? This is where I give you the ultimate guide to semen retention and to NoFap, and how exactly you can start winning, and the things that YouTubers and influencers just don't go over, bro. I'm gonna be straight up with you. No people talk about this. Alright, so first, in order to even do semen retention, you first have to accomplish NoFap, because if you want to have full semen retention, you want to have full control over yourself, you must first learn control. You must first control the desire to fap and resist the fap. Right there is the NoFap timeline. I gave that to you guys because it is interesting to look at, but I mean it's just there because it's interesting to look at. If you want to have that for yourself, I literally looked it up on Google. It was there in like the first 10 seconds, so go ahead and look it up for yourself. Second step, resist lust and temptation. The devil is attacking you, bro. Every time you look at a woman and you lust for her, it is the devil infiltrating your mind and attacking you. So what does this mean? This means you don't have to stop having sex with your girlfriend yet. You will. You will if you want to have full semen retention, but as of right now, you don't. But this does mean you can't play Smash or Pass anymore, bro. You can't look at Tinder and go swipe left, swipe right. She's a bad bitch. She's an ugly bitch. Alright, you can't do that, right? You cannot think of women as objects. Hashtag respect women, bro. Come on. So, what I mean by that is you must learn to resist lust by changing the way you think about women. I don't mean that don't objectify women. I'm saying don't objectify women, of course, but think, bro. You can't think of these women as lustful objects. You can't just think of them as fuck toys. You have to look at women for what they are. Beautiful, amazing people. Hashtag respect women, alright? But the reason that you can't think of them in this way as fuck toys, obviously, is because they're human beings, but second of all, is because you have to understand that lust and temptation is what drives you to fap. It is what drives you to go home after you've seen a bad bitch while you were at the mall with your friends. You go home and you're like, damn, what was that bad bitch's name? You got her on Insta, bro? Yeah, I got her on Insta. What's her Insta? You pick up your phone, you look at her on Instagram, and then you find, and you know what? Because you're a gross motherfucker, because you're a dirty motherfucker, and you'll spend money on anything. You look for her OnlyFans link, bro. You look for that OnlyFans link in her bio, and I guess you didn't find it, did you? So you go on Pornhub, and you find someone who looks just like her, or you go watch some weird shit, bro. Some weird shit. I don't even know if I can talk about on here because I would be banned for how fucking disgusting the shit that you look at is. And so, in order to not do that, in order to not waste your money anymore or feel like a horrible human being after you nut, it's to first stop looking at women as objects, alright? It's that simple. Hashtag respect women. It's the final stage of this 3-stage toolkit is to not ejaculate. So obviously this is hard, bro. Because this means not having sex, not jerking off, none of that, bro. Nothing. You can't have this come on the floor anymore, alright? It's staying inside of you, alright? In this stage, I'll give you 2 techniques that I don't think have been talked about very much in this realm of nofap or semen retention. And one is found in the book, either Atomic Habits or Power of Habit, whichever one you decide to pick, because they talk about the same thing. And the second is found in the Practices of Alcoholics Anonymous. Alright, I'm going to go over these in the video real quick, but if you want to learn more about them, you can literally read the book Alcoholics Anonymous. I mean, I don't really see the benefit in it, but I would see benefits in reading Atomic Habits or The Power of Habit. So technique 1 is change your habit. First, you need to find what makes you want to ejaculate, and I say this in that way because you might think, bro, what do you mean? I jerk off when I'm horny. I fuck my girlfriend or bitches when I'm horny. You joking, bro? Because I know when you lose that damn game of Valorant, or you lose fucking CSGO, I know you get pissed off if you don't punch your keyboard, or you do punch your keyboard, whatever it may be. What I do know is that first you pick up your phone, maybe you go on Instagram, maybe you go on TikTok, but then eventually, bro, in this long gaming session that you are in, you pick up your phone, you say, alright boys, I'm gonna be back. You mute your mic, you go to your bed, and you jerk off to some weird porn, bro. And is that because you were horny after playing CSGO or Valorant? No. It's because you were either pissed off and you lost a shit ton of games, so now you're down in the dumps, you need a dopamine hit, or you're just hella bored, to be honest. Because I'm gonna be honest, the CSGO is fun a little bit, but it gets boring. It gets boring after a while, and especially after you get your ass beat a couple times, you're ready to be done. So it's because you get bored, or because you've lost so many damn games that you need a dopamine hit. So after you have recognized what cues cause you to want to ejaculate, now you replace that routine or habit of ejaculating with a more productive activity that will end with some form of dopamine, aka your reward. So the example I gave was to go out for a run. Okay, so you get bored, you go out for a run. It might not be the most pleasing thing to your mind, but if you go out there and you run, if you've ran before, you know that eventually you'll get a runner's high, and that's the same dopamine hit that you get after you jerk off. So go for a run, get that runner's high, come back a new man, okay? But there are obviously other tips. There are other things that you can do. Just find what works best for you. Running is just a faster version. You could go work on a business. You could do cold outreach, cold calls, go hit a gym session, whatever it may be. I've definitely ended games in the past when I was playing video games. I definitely have ended games and just went to the gym with my friend after because we were pissed off that we kept losing. So it works, bro, and it will replace your habit of jerking off eventually. So this is what I was referencing. This is what's inside of the Power of Habit. You find the cue, then you find the routine or habit, and then you find the reward. And that is how you change habits, and this is how habits are made. The only difference between this, which is in the Power of Habit, and the book Atomic Habits, is that Atomic Habits adds a craving to the formula. So you have that cue, you get bored, you lost your game of Valorant, then you have the craving. Damn, I don't want to be bored. I want to jerk off. Then you have the routine of jerking off. And then you have the reward, which is the dopamine spike after you climax. So you can find this in the Power of Habit or in Atomic Habits, or you can just look it up online. It's called the habit loop. Technique 2 is find God. You might think, bro, is this for real? Will finding God actually help me? Am I just talking to a young pastor, young life pastor? Find God in all things, bro? No. I'm not a young life pastor. Far from it, actually. But Alcoholics Anonymous makes their participants find God because it creates accountability for their habit building process. Now, after I said that, you might think, damn, that makes sense. You know, of course, Big Sky Daddy, of course, he would provide accountability. But I want you to think about it like this, bro. So, if you're Christian, you know that God is omnipotent. He sees all things, he hears all things, etc. Most of you guys know this, whether you're Christian or not. And so think, after you lost that Valorant game, and you went and laid down on your bed, and you watched some freaky ass porn, and you jerked off to it. He watched you that whole time, bro. He watched you lose the game. He watched you get in your bed. He thought, damn, he's not about to do it, is he? And then he watched you look up, goth girl with big titties gets fucked by step brother, or some weird shit like that, bro. And he watched you type that in. He watched you perfectly select your video. Maybe even go into the 3rd or 4th page because you couldn't find the right video. And you found the right video. You clicked on it. He watched you disgustingly watch this video, finish watching the video, and then that feeling that you felt after you saw it and you said, damn, dude, I'm disgusting. I can't believe I just watched that. That was him, bro. He was giving you a small sliver of the way he felt, bro. So think about that. Finding God will help you feel this. So how do you find God? Personally, I recommend reading the Bible because I'm Christian. But if that's not for you, then I would recommend doing your own research on Google about different types of religions, different spirituality practices. I personally did look for years. I was Christian, but I looked for years at different religions. I know much about different religions, but I eventually was led back to the Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Alright? So, after you've done that, you're done, bro. That's it. That's all. There's only 3 steps, and the last step has 2 techniques to help you win. It's that easy. Of course it gets harder. Of course that first 1 to 3 days is the hardest. After you push past that 3rd day, bro, after you've praised God and prayed to him and asked for his guidance and asked you to help him stop fapping, asked him to help you stop fapping, then you'll win, bro. You've done it. You've beat the game. If you liked this video and you thought I genuinely provided you some tips that you haven't heard anyone else talk about, which, I mean, you better fucking have, because I've never seen people talk about this shit when it comes to nofap. But if you like this video and you want more tips that influencers will not provide you, but I will, like this video, follow the video, follow my channel, and just get ready for some heat, some science, a little bit of you getting made fun of for the disgusting fucking videos that you watch. And let's keep winning.